So let me ask you a question. If your job came to you and said, look, we have a secondary pay option for you. You don't have to take it, but here's how it works. If you produce at a super high level, extraordinary level, we will take your salary and 10x it. All right, so if you make $50,000 a year, you make $500,000 a year. But here's the thing. The kicker is if you fail even by a little bit, if you don't hit every metric, you make nothing for the year. You just work for zero. Would you take that? And by the way, when I say, like, to give an example, like if you, let's say you're a teacher and they say every single student in your class has to get an A on a state not like your class, you grade it like some independent, somebody who grades all your work, and every single student has to get an A. And if that means no exceptions, that means if you have to go to their house and tutor them and have extra meetings with their parents and whatever you got to do to get them an A, you got to get it, and you get 10x your salary. Or you just stick with your salary of $50,000. Now, by the way, if you're a doctor, it means, no, you have to do a certain amount of surgeries and no complications, no this. If you're a lawyer, you got to win every single case, and you have to do this many cases or a certain amount of cases. Like, that was the deal. So think of your job. Would you take that? Well, I know some people who definitely wouldn't take it. These are the top 10 CEO salaries for 2024. So do you think this person's going to risk $174 million for a chance at $1.7 billion? But they have to, have everything perform correctly? No, they're not going to do that. None of these people. By the way, most CEOs wouldn't do this. I don't think any CEO has done it. Oh wait, there was one. There was one CEO who did. This guy's comp plan, Elon Musk. So his comp plan was he had to not only raise the market capitalization of the company by $50 billion, but he also had to raise revenues by a certain percentage. And then the numbers are there if you want to pause this and read it. Every single year. When he had to do this all, he had different tranches or different time segments to hit them. And if he didn't hit them, he got nothing, zero. And by the way, he can't control how many people buy the cars. He can't control this stuff. So this is what he did. He said, I will work, either we hit these numbers and I bring great value, or you pay me nothing. Now, isn't that what we would want? Isn't that the kind of compensation we would want for people to work at an extreme level? And now, again, we don't have to have it so severe, but this is what he did. So when people are like, oh, Elon Musk, he doesn't deserve that kind of money, blah, blah. But then, by the way, imagine after doing that, then some judge said, yeah, we're going to take your comp plan away. How would you feel? What kind of anger would you have if that happened? Well, Elon Musk has done that. A judge took away his comp plan, and he's been working without a comp plan for the last 3 years. But he doesn't deserve it.